We are in the middle of olive orchard. Earlier today, I took a picture of myself doing a Tai Chi pose and sent it to my Tai Chi master, and he responded that it looks like a biblical garden. So we could actually say, because the master is always right, that we are in a biblical setting. 40 kilometers north of Rome. And with that in mind, let me tell you a story. Yesterday, we decided to check out the Vatican Museum. And it was super hot. Lines were for maybe a kilometer or so. We said, no way that we're gonna do the line waiting and wait for 5-6 hours to get to the museum. We wanted to get to the museum because we actually stayed like 150 meters away from the entrance to the museum, so that was very convenient. But we said, no way, Jose, that we're gonna stand for such a long time, and it's hot and miserable. So, just for fun, we walked into the entrance and then walked along the line, and we got to the very end of the line just for fun, and then somebody appeared and said, would you like to skip the line? And I said, no, I know this story. Everybody was warning me against people who would come and say, we'll sell you a ticket to get in front of the line. Beware of that and don't do that. I said, no, and we walked away. And then I said, hold on, this is a chance to see the Vatican Museum. So I returned to him and said, you have to walk us to the very beginning of the line. He said, of course, follow me.
We're leaving now, no waiting.
So she took us to a little office around the corner, and there was a guy there with the little credit card gizmo. The moment I swiped the card, the woman said, okay, so I have to go. He will actually take you to the entrance. The guy who swiped the card said, no, you told me that we are going be led by you. I said, no, but he's trusted, he will take it. What can I do? So I'm waiting for this guy to take us to the beginning of the line, and suddenly he turns and he says, you know what, I'm too busy. Johnny, he will take you to the front of the line. I'm thinking, oh my God, that's not gonna work. This is already a big scam. I'm gonna lose 110 euros. Johnny grabs my tickets and he runs in front very quickly. So there is not much chance for me but to run after Johnny. He runs really fast, cutting traffic, and I'm thinking, he wants to lose me, so I will lose the tickets, and then he will say, sorry man, I lost you, you weren't fast enough, and he will sell my tickets to somebody else. So I'm huffing and puffing and running. Behind me there is another guy with a son who is also running, and that other guy actually was charged more than us. And when he was charged more than us, the woman who brought us there winked at me and said, see, I gave you a good price. But it all became inconsequential, because what would mean if I have a better price than the schmuck behind me if I'm not gonna get in because I will not catch with the guy who is supposed to get me in front of the line. Anyway, we keep running. So he actually gets in the very middle of the line, and he walks up to the carabinieri who holds the line, this rope. He gives him something. The carabinieri opens the line. Here we go. I don't know if we did it correctly, because there was pandemonium there in the Vatican Museum, and maybe we had to stay in some other lines to get somewhere in order, but we decided to just go ahead. So we got into the museum. Hot like shit. Barely can think. In retrospect, I realized that I tanked up on like 3 double cappuccinos earlier, and no water. So I'm getting to be wheezy, wobbly. And there are those hallways, kilometers seems like, of gallery upon gallery, full of people. And I keep walking, we keep walking through those hallways, and I have to stop. Sometimes grab the railing, sometimes take the sip of water, and I'm thinking, shit, the objective is to get to the Sixtine Chapel. And I think I cannot collapse, so we keep walking. At one point, I say to Leo, hold on, I have to grab his shoulder and we walk like this. At one point, some babe stops and says, are you okay? I said, well, of course I'm okay. So we keep walking. It's long and it's extremely impressive, majestic and great, but also super hot, and I'm sort of almost not making it. Finally, we get to the end of this long tunnel. You know, this long tunnel, when I'm standing here in the middle of this orchard grove, it's like those lines of trees, except that here you have a bunch of artifacts, and here you have also a bunch of statues. So I'm walking through this, and finally we get, maybe after the 7th or 8th changes from gallery to gallery. Each gallery is maybe, I don't know, half a kilometer, God knows how much, to this small little stairway, much more narrow, and it's a Sixtine Chapel down. So everybody is going down, squeezed like sardines, hot like, I'm not gonna repeat myself, very hot. I'm sort of wobbling, thinking, if I'm gonna die, at least let me die in front of the Sixtine Chapel ceiling, you know, to kind of make a good scene. You know, I cannot die on the steps, you know, it's embarrassment to Leo, it's embarrassment to Polish nation. It would basically suck. Okay, so finally, and it takes forever, this little spiraling stairway spills the huge mass of humanity into the Sixtine Chapel. And that's incredible. You have this beautiful, huge space. And everybody is being pushed out. Enter, take a look, and out. Something, no way, we're not gonna do this. So we sort of managed to enter and then skip to the middle and stay, while the rest of the visitors, incomers, are being pushed out. So we stand there, and I'm thinking, I'm in Sixtine Chapel. That's pretty good, but why did I get here? I want to see the creation. But because of my state, I cannot go like this, because if I go like this, I know that I would not make it. So I'm asking Leo, are we somewhere in the middle of this ceiling? Do you see this part of the image? And he says, yes, it's just above us. So I'm thinking, okay, so I'm gonna muster all my strength and I will try to take a picture, because you know, you cannot just be there and not to take a picture, even though when you enter there are lots of people who say, take off your hats, don't you dare to take photographs. So, okay, but you know, some people take photographs. So I'm standing and I'm thinking, am I able to go like this? I don't know. Am I able to go like this? I will try. So finally I go like, and holy cremol, it's just above me. I pressed the button and I put the camera down. So we slowly moved out of the Sixtine Chapel, and I realized that I was actually feeling the lowest of the recent physical state in front of the highest symbol of creation. So anyway, the thing is that all those things are sort of vertically connected. The creation and possible demise of a human being. it's all sort of one giant wheel of things. So I thought that I was going to die looking at the creation of the world. Luckily, I got a second round to go, or maybe there's gonna be more rounds.